Time travel has not yet been invented, but 30 years from now, it will have been.
Congratulations on a stunning film.
Thank you.
I wanted to start by asking, I think there's such magic between Ryan and Joseph. There's almost like a Scorsese De Niro thing budding with those two. As someone who had a front row seat to that, kind of what's the key to that magic? What did you take away?
Well, I just think they genuinely are very close. You know, they have, they're completely similar in their sensibilities and how they approach things and how courageous they are about thinking outside the box. You know, and I think it's just a perfect chemistry. And chemistry is something you can't quite explain, you know, it just sort of works with them. And I think they'll work together again and again and again because it's effortless. I think that's why Scorsese and Leonardo, or Scorsese and De Niro always work together, you know, because I think that you find that perfect chemistry, and I think that's a hard thing to try and let go of.
What was the most memorable part of filming for you? Was there something that stood out, or is it kind of hard to pick one moment?
It is quite hard to pick one moment, but I loved working with the little boy. Yeah. He was just extraordinary.
Oh my God. I
mean, he kind of blew my mind, and his name's Pierce Gagnon, and he's 5.
I was going to ask you, how old is he?
5.
Because he's acting like he's 10 or 12
and he's
or
nearly
something.
7 now, but he was 5 when we did it. And we read all kinds of kids for it, and most of my scenes are with him. So I was quite nervous about the casting of the kid, because you need to make sure that he's a presence. You need a 5-year-old to have a presence like that, and we just couldn't find it. And then this kid walked in the room, and it was like the air froze. It was crazy. Crazy, spooky kid. But just a normal little boy, like gorgeous little boy. Between takes, he'd be like goofing off and being a kid, and then he'd lock in, and he really understood that he was playing a part.
And this film, I would think, when you read the script for that first time, you probably almost have to go back to the beginning and read it again.
Yeah.
Because it's so powerful. What did you take away from that first reading that stuck with you the most? I
mean, I think I was more than anything just stunned by it. I thought its complexity was, you know, I could see aesthetically this guy had such a complex vision for it, but also emotionally it was incredibly deep. And I was sort of patting myself on the back at trying to keep up with it, because it's always 3 steps ahead of you, and I don't read any scripts like that. You read so many scripts which are derivative of each other, and nothing that has a singular voice like Rian Johnson has. So I think that was the main thing I went away with it going, I haven't read this before, I haven't read a scene like this before.
Now, what does the script have to say to you when you get it, that you have to jump in?
Well, it has to be saying something. Anything, just something, say something unique, you know, something that leaps away from the crowd, and something that feels real and surprising and lifelike. You know, I think that's what you look for. You don't look for scenes that you've seen in 100 other movies, you know. I always look for something that's going to be surprising.
Well, this certainly covers that and then some.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.